From the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers' offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. So Mississippi State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yoder. And a 9-yard gain on second and short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Duke took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Working the middle of the field, he knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Heel off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Turner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Coleman Hope. Grab near the marker. It's Yoder. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Got his man on the outside. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Dennis. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So now it's second and long. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break, at some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. There he goes. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Give to the running back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Firing to the right, complete. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Coleman Hope. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, this offense is top. In points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Coleman Hope. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Running back is able to snag the football, but that foot is on the white lines, out of bounds and incomplete. It's 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself, in for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Looking left. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's complete on the right side. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on second and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on second and goal? And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They've got to do their job.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Turning it on. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he does it again. Misses another extra point. That's 3 today. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Nice move to pick up yardage. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Off play action. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Takes the handoff. It's Grove. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Tiger. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The give to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Flips it out on the screen. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here comes the Auburn offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man in the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Marches ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Off and running. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Mississippi State going up tempo. Going to sling it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Rockwell. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Jose State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in the rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They think there's room to run to the right here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And the returner goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense